is a disturbing incident that unfolded in Thailand. Imagine sending your child to school in the morning only for the gunfire to turn the campus into a killing ground. A shocking school shooting has rocked Thailand's school on the outskirts of Bangkok. And the most disturbing part of the story is that the police say that the suspected shooter was just a 14-year-old kid. Now, according to the Thai police, the teenager first went to his grandparents' home and allegedly shot them dead using his grandfather's handgun. He then headed to his school. What happened next sent students and teachers into panic. Police say that the teenager opened fire inside the school, killing several people. National Police initially said that 3 teachers and 3 students were killed, but officials have since given conflicting casualty figures, with Thailand's Deputy Interior Minister saying that 5 teachers were killed in the shooting. The suspect eventually took his own life. Police has said, authorities say that he fired 26 rounds while another 34 rounds of ammunition were recovered from the scene. The attack also left 22 people injured, according to the Thailand's health minister, with 9 reportedly in critical condition. Some injuries were caused by people falling while trying to escape, and authorities were still determining how many victims were shot. Inside the school, students reportedly hid in classrooms as gunshots rang out from another building. Police later entered the campus and evacuated the students. The scale of the panic was enormous. The school had around 3,100 students and 147 teachers during the 2025 academic year. Now, one question is dominating Thailand. How did a 14-year-old get access to a firearm? The teenager reportedly used his grandfather's handgun, one against putting Thailand's gun control debate under the spotlight. Thailand has an estimated 10 million firearms in circulation, roughly 1 gun for every 7 people. And this is not the country's first school shooting this year. In February, a 17-year-old allegedly stole a gun from police and opened fire at a school in southern Thailand, killing 1 person. And in 2022, Thailand witnessed one of its deadliest massacres when a former policeman attacked a nursery in the country's north, killing at least 26 people, including children. Thailand's opposition leader has called the latest shooting another wake-up call to Thai society, demanding stronger gun control measures and tighter security at educational institutions. For now, the biggest mystery remains the motive behind the teenager's rampage. A school that should have been a place of learning and safety has instead become a scene of a devastating tragedy.
ผู้ที่เกี่ยวข้องไปในพื้นที่แล้วนะครับแย่มากเลยเป็นเหตุที่ไม่น่าเกิดขึ้น
มีผู้เสียชีวิตตรงนี้เราเปิดซ้ายครับเสียใจยังไงบ้างตอนนี้เบื้องต้นได้รับรายงานตัวเลขยังไงบ้างได้ไม่ใช่เสียใจเฉพาะผู้เสียชีวิตเสียใจที่เหตุการณ์อย่างนี้มันเกิดขึ้นได้ยังไงในประเทศเรา
คือนอกจากเด็กผู้ปกครองแล้วก็ตัวครูเองด้วยนะคือครูเนี่ยก็เป็นคนที่ต้องยอมรับหัวจิตหัวใจของคุณครูนะครับก็หลายคนนะครับตอนนี้ก็กำลังดำเนินการก็ส่งเด็กทุกคนกลับบ้านนะครับตอนนี้เหตุการณ์เนี่ยก็สงบเด็กทุกคนก็ที่เหลืออยู่เนี่ยก็คุณครูก็ทำหน้าที่เต็มที่นะครับสำหรับในส่วนนี้เรื่องของมาตรการดูแลทั้งเยียวยาต่างๆก็มีทั้งครูแล้วก็นักเรียนแล้วก็เรื่องของจิตใจก็สำคัญนะครับก็ขออนุญาตเน้นอีกทีนะครับใน
A devastating tragedy that unfolded in Thailand's school has sent shockwaves across the globe. 14-year-old kid going on a killing rampage in a school has sent shockwaves and panic across Thailand as well. Visuals coming on your screen, students hiding in fear, in panic, as they can hear gunshots going on in the background. Police has informed that the suspected shooter was just a 14-year-old before going on this killing rampage. In the school, he first killed his grandparents at home. He allegedly used his grandfather's handgun. He got access to the firearm and then went to the school on a shooting spree. The casualty figures coming in from Thailand are contradicting, but many are saying that 5 teachers and 3 students have been killed in the deadly shootout. The fresh incident has now reigniting the debate in Thailand about the guns arm control as well. There are 10 million gun and firearms currently in circulation in Thailand, there is roughly one gun that exists for every 7 person in Thailand. Schools' safety and security is also under scanner, with the latest incident making it a cautious and devastating tragedy for Thailand. The National Police initially informed that 3 teachers and 3 students were killed, but officials have since given conflicting casualty figures, with Thailand's Deputy Interior Minister saying that 5 teachers were killed. The suspect eventually ended up taking his own life as well after killing dozens. Authorities say that he fired 26 rounds, while another 34 rounds of ammunition were recovered from the scene. The attacker has also left 22 people injured, according to Thailand's health ministry, with 9 reportedly in critical conditions. The death toll is likely to rise as well. Some injuries were caused by people falling while trying to escape. Visuals coming in from the Thailand school clearly dictates panic and chaos that unfolded as the shooting went off in the Thailand school. Inside the school, students reportedly hid in classrooms as gunshots rang out from another building. And for more on this, I am being joined by Dr. Pankaj Kumar. He's a principal psychiatrist at Max Hospital. Doctor, when a teenager who's just a 14-year-old kid carries out an extreme act of violence that we have seen in Thailand, what psychological factors could potentially be at play here?
What the reports are coming in the media, child is a 9th class student, adolescent, teenager. It's a very young age. In this age, our prefrontal cortex, very important area of the brain, which is responsible for critical thinking, judgment, and decision making.
Okay.
It's not completely developed. It's still developing. Around age of past 20 years of age, it is still developed, and by that age, it really attains maturity, as in a layman's language. So this is a very young child, and we have had the history. He killed his grandfather also at home,
Right.
probably before coming to school, and there is a history of bullying also, as reported by his classmates. So this seems he has probably. I'm not sure till I know the full details, but based on the available report, he probably have a disturbed childhood. He may be suffering himself in certain ways, and it can be due to retaliation. It can be pre-planned. He may be planning for quite some time, and students of his class told that he liked to watch FBI and gun shoots and related videos and things. So probably he may have been seeing those things, getting influenced for certain things, certain reports. Really can't really say as of now. But the psychology between is really devastating and really very dangerous. What we can see here, a 14-year-old child doing this thing, going to such extent, killing his grandfather first. There may be a history of abuse. He may be, he may be not be in sane mind. We really can't say as of now. But whatever it is something serious and can't be let out this thing. And today's world, there is a lot of studies around which we can see kids being exposed to in such an early age to internet, media, and violent video games have an impact on their temperament and their upbringing and their psychology. If a child is too much indulged into violence, video games, movies, or similar activities online or TV, then there is a possibility the child develops inclination towards this violence, and they are more inclined towards doing it. They may do it as compared to child who doesn't see these things in really. That's some views we have as per the research of psychology. What says here?
Right, but doctor, can extreme aggression in teenagers especially develop suddenly, or are there usually warning signs? What are some behavioral changes that parents and teachers should look out for, specifically in teenagers?
Yeah, this is a very important question which we should answer and we should address. In most of the cases, the teenager will have, or the person who will indulge in this sort of extreme violence of this age probably will have certain dangerous sign and alarming sign which should not be ignored by the family members. For example, child will have disturbed pattern of sleep, eating sleep. He may or may not want to go to school. His sleeping pattern will be disturbed. He may become irritable. he or she may become angry in small things, lose their anger, lose their outburst. A lot of things may happen on these grounds. And
Right.
there may be depression also, anxiety also, panic also, and the child is more inclined and watching to these violent videos and stuff, and we should have a watch over their activities.
Doctor, but usually when you look at teenagers, that's also, it's understandable for a teenager to get, have that irritating behavior, to be isolated from these things. It might get hard for parents and teachers to point out those behavioral changes and address it. But it's not just about the kid who went on this killing rampage. It's also about the psychological impact of the students who were present at the school, who have witnessed and experienced this shooting. How do you think, what are your suggestions that how would these school children will recover from this psychological trauma?
Yes, this is an important aspect which can't be ignored, it should not be ignored. Before answering that, I will come back to your question. You rightly said it's very common a child of this age having irritable behavior and temperament.
Right.
So for that, we have a simple mantra. Every parent knows temperament of their child, personality of their child, more or less.
Correct.
So that's the baseline. And if anything slight up and down is fine. That is acceptable. If there is too much of variation, too much of high or too much of low in normal routine, mood, activities, is education, academic, anything, emotion, then that is a warning sign, and you cannot and should not take it lightly. That's the basic thing you can keep in mind. And coming back to this question, what you asked just now, there's a very well established fact. Even by not present there, even by looking at the videos and listening, persons may develop PTSD and various psychiatric disorders and anxiety and depression. But just the children all were of similar age, small adolescents, even other adults, not just child. Present there, it was a trauma for them, psychological trauma for them, and it can have different impact. Initially, acute phase, they may be in shock, really not aware and accepting the situation. Then again comes gradually, when the things will sink down, they will come to the real terms and they will get to know. Gradually, they can have different psychiatric disorders, commonest being PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. That's very commonly seen in the child children and persons. They probably will have low mood, sleep problems, irritability, nightmares, and reimagining the pictures of what they've seen, they've imagined, and they've been through. So this can be a really traumatic features for all those who have been there and who has experienced it. So they require extreme care and psychiatric help, and which should not be ignored and should be given regularly.
Doctor, we don't know the exact motive of the 14-year-old, why he did that. But since you mentioned that he used to watch a lot of violent content online, do you think that exposure to such violent and disturbing online content can influence a kid to go out on a killing rampage as well?
I didn't say he watched. I said probably there are reports.
Absolutely. There have been multiple media reports that are claiming that he went and he would like to watch a lot of criminal content. We don't know for sure. We don't know the motive yet.
Exactly. Yeah. Depending on that, answering your question, based on this, as I said, there are a lot of research worldwide, not just one, lot of research. You can get multi-research worldwide, including India, which and it has clearly established if a child is inclined more towards violent video games, violent movies, violent cartoons, then the probability his inclination towards violence, and they may have an impact on his temperament, and child may be more aggressive, more irritable, and can have indulge in more violent activities as compared to a child who doesn't see these or watch these or play these violent games.
Absolutely, doctor. But do you think that, especially in school, when teachers, I think more than parents, teachers are more exposed to the behavioral changes in a student. Do you think that there should be some kind of awareness in the teachers also, that they, observe a child, and they should also seek professional help if they see a kid emotionally struggling in the class, or should before a crisis like this unfolds in a school?
Yes, sure, indeed, there should be a system in place, but sadly it is not there, especially in Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries, including India. The system is really lacking.
Absolutely.
Although in US and Western world, European, the system is really quite robust, but still they have a lot of this sort of violent crime. Yes, but the system should be there where the teacher notes, they should be sensitized and trained accordingly to pick up the subtle signs initially in a phase, and they should send the child for psychological counseling or mental health therapist for help, and needful should be done timely. Then these sort of activities and atrocities and crimes probably can be timely controlled and stopped. And even the child who's suffering, I'm not saying the child can be a victim also. There are history. In this case, there are reports of bullying also. So constant bullying over the period of time can lead to extreme steps and vengeance which develop on the child's mind. We really can't say what the real reason can be. So yes, these things are important. And mental health is a vital part of the child curriculum, and it should be taken care by every government, including Indian government also.
Right. Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking out the time and joining me on the broadcast with those meaningful insights.